Hello everybody, welcome back to That's Football as we look ahead to another Premier League weekend and ask the question, can Arsenal win the Premier League? So look, big weekends coming up. Arsenal have, next week is the first week where we've got midweek fixtures in the Premier League. Arsenal play Fulham and Aston Villa in their next two games at home. They have 9 points, they could have 15, 5 wins from 5 by this time next week ahead of their trip to Old Trafford a week on Sunday. So can Arsenal win the league? We'll go through the individual Premier League fixtures in a moment. You can predict yours as well. But look, I speak to a few Arsenal fans, and to be fair, That's football. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. It doesn't matter who you support, so I'll pass mine in a minute. But I also do think that when you're having this conversation, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be banging the screen going, shut up, stop it, stop over-egging the pudding, stop trying to make us out something that we're not. Now, of course, every element of every fan base has these overreactors. We beat Liverpool on Monday night, and apparently we're going to win the league with some United fans. But yes, they do exist. They're a minority. But the vast majority of United fans are like, we've got 3 points from 9. The most important thing is that we beat Southampton this weekend, Leicester after that, and start building our way back into a hopeful top 4 race, which is what we predicted would be difficult at the start of the season. So reality bites with the vast majority of United fans. Arsenal fans are the same. I speak to a lot of Arsenal fans and they're like, look, for the first time in a long time, you're getting quite a lot of common sense from the Arsenal fan base after a few years of it going all over the place, where I speak to Arsenal fans and they're like, look, you know what? Some of this fan base is only just coming round to the fact that Arteta's the right man for the job. That's the first win for us. 9 points from 9 is great. Yep, look at it favourably. We've had a reasonably good start to the season anyway. We've not really played any of the top teams yet, so it's about building momentum. We're playing really well. I've even spoke to an Arsenal fan who said to me, I really wish we had a Chelsea or a Spurs or a Man City in the first 5 games because I'd really fancy our chances. It's almost like we don't want to peak too soon, but there's confidence. And I think Arsenal fans for the first time are being patient, and that's not a word you normally associate with the Arsenal fan base. There's patience, there's optimism, and there's a feeling that this season can be a good one. But what is a good season for Arsenal? And I personally think a good season for Arsenal is to win the Europa League, which is attainable, and to get in the top 4, which is attainable. They've not been in the Champions League for what, 5 years? That would be a very good season for Arsenal to be in the top 4 and win the Europa League. Can they win the Premier League? Well, Leicester won the Premier League, and you could argue that Arsenal's current 11 is better than the Leicester side that won the league a few years ago. But it's a very different world now. We've had 4 or 5 years of Man City and Liverpool going toe-to-toe, ridiculous amounts of points, relentless wins. And that is the challenge if you want to have a proper conversation. Can Arsenal win the league? Yes. Can Spurs win the league? Yes. Will they win the league? No. And the reason they won't win the league, most likely, is because Liverpool and Man City, whether you like it or not, can get themselves into a position at the start of February where they can basically win every game till the middle of May. There's a great line. You've got to have been in a Premier League title race to win a Premier League title. Liverpool did it, didn't they? They pushed Man City really close that year where it was ridiculous points total. Was it 98 and 99 points? I can't remember. The following year, they won it. Even if Arsenal could stay in a title race, and it would probably be with Man City or Liverpool, let's be honest, have they got the pedigree? Have they got the depth? Have they got the experience to go from February to May? And let's not forget, World Cup year. And let's not forget, I was doing the Champions League draw last night. I'm doing the Europa League draw today. I didn't realise because of the World Cup. I was like, well, we normally have Champions League qualifiers in late November and December, so when are they being played? Well, they're getting all played before November. So basically, you play, if you're in the Europa League like Arsenal, you're playing your 6 Europa League games before the World Cup. Now, you can do a bit of rotation if you want to, but the Europa League's got to be important for clubs like Arsenal and Manchester United, because what if you don't get top 4? Europa League's away into the Champions League. So burnout's going to be a big problem for everybody. Squad depth is going to be very important for everybody. And I still feel that Arsenal, look, I fully expect that Tielemans deal to happen next week late. I've been told that for about 2 months. But have they got enough? Have they got enough if Jesus gets injured? They're better than last year, but have they got enough? So look, I personally think, can Arsenal win the Premier League? The answer is, of course they can. The more pertinent point is, what's the percentage chance of Arsenal winning the Premier League? And it's probably 10%. They've probably got a 10% chance of winning the Premier League, which people might say it's more than that, but not when you look at the quality of Liverpool and Man City over the last 5 years and the quality of their squads now. Jesus is a player that Man City wanted to move on. He's bloody brilliant, but they moved him on for Haaland. They've got De Bruyne. Man City have got a much better squad than Arsenal. They've got a much better manager than Arsenal, and they've got a much better team than Arsenal. That doesn't mean Arsenal can't compete with them, but you're asking them to do a hell of a lot. It's almost like don't sprint before you can run. And I think Arsenal's objective this year is to take every game as it comes, make sure they're in the top 4, hopefully win the Europa League, and then add to this squad next summer. I see the Arsenal journey. I've said it so many times, I bore myself. I saw the Arsenal journey with Arteta from the start. It amazes me that some Arsenal fans didn't have the patience. A lot did. I can see Arsenal's next season being better than this season. I can see next summer being adding similar players to what they've added this year. And then gradually Arteta's going to end up, probably next season, maybe the year after, with a squad of about 20 players where you go, that bench is really good, that first team is really good, and they go for it. Because if you look at Arsenal year on year, last year they were a good side, but they didn't really have anything up front. This year, they've got something up front. They've added more depth to the squad, but they still need more. And it's a slow burn. But you know what? I think at the end, if it goes to plan, Arsenal will end up with a squad of youthful, vibrant squad talent that will make them be able to compete consistently year after year for titles and be in the top 4. And that's surely what Arsenal want. So let's wait and see on the question of that. I don't think it does Arsenal any favours. But having said that, if they do win their next 2 games, they will have 15 points, 5 wins from 5, and people will start to ask those questions because that's just the way football works. Anyway, let's go through the weekend fixtures very, very quickly. We may as well do Arsenal first, actually. They play Fulham at 5:30. That's our watch-along tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow for the watch-along, Arsenal against Fulham. Fully expecting to see a win. I mean, look, fancy Premier League hints. I've got Jesus, Odegaard and Ben White in my team, and they're getting me a lot of points, and I think they will tomorrow. I expect a clean sheet against Fulham, and I expect a 2 or 3-0 win for Arsenal in that one. I just think they'll be too good. And Fulham have had a good start to the season, but I think Arsenal at the moment, they're vibrant, and I think they will beat Villa midweek as well. The big game of the weekend, it's not the big game of the weekend, it's the first game of the weekend. God, we have a cough now. Choking on Arsenal's title charge. Southampton, Manchester United. I'm doing that on United stand. I think United will win that. I'm going to go 3-1. Casemiro into the team. Bit of confidence, bit of positivity around the team. So yeah, I'll go with United to win 3-1. 3 o'clock kickoffs. We've got Brentford against Everton. That could go either way. I don't even know. I'm just going to say a draw. I still think Lampard could be facing the sack. Brentford smashed United, then got beat by Fulham. Who knows? I'm going to go 1-1 in that one. Could be curtains for Lampard though if he loses it. Watch the space on that. Brighton against Leeds, a cracking game at 3 o'clock. I mean, I'm almost tempted not. I'm very tempted to watch that game and find a way of watching it. I think Brighton have had a great start to the season, and so have Leeds. It'll be a blow for whoever loses that. So I'm going to go with the draw again. I'm going to go 2-2. Chelsea at home to Leicester at 3 o'clock. I would definitely fancy Chelsea to win that. They have to win that. Again, Brendan Rodgers is looking in danger, but Chelsea have got to win that. I'd go probably 2-0 to Chelsea. Liverpool playing Bournemouth at 3 o'clock as well is interesting. So I didn't realise how many 3 o'clock... Bloody hell, Man City are playing Palace as well. So many good 3 o'clock... Maybe I change. Maybe I change and do the 3 o'clocks here. What are you thinking in the chat? Let me know. I think I might do... I didn't realise Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City were all playing at 3 o'clock, and you've got Brighton, Leeds as well. So I might do the 3 o'clock games because I think Arsenal are going to beat Fulham anyway. I might change. I'm changing my mind here. I think I'm going to do the 3 o'clock games. Chelsea, Leicester, go 2-0. Liverpool, Bournemouth. Liverpool have got to win this. I mean, to be honest with you, Chelsea and Liverpool just have to win tomorrow. So I think Chelsea will beat Leicester at home. Liverpool, Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth are going to go down big time by a lot. So I'm going to go Liverpool 3-0 in that. Don't think Nunez is back for that yet, is he? Man City play Palace. Look, sometimes Palace cause Man City problems at the Etihad. Therefore, I don't think they will this time. I'm going to go Man City to win 2-0 as well. So I'm going 3 2-0s there. Chelsea, Liverpool and Man City to win 2-0. Arsenal, Fulham we've done. And then Sunday, Villa against West Ham. Again, both teams need a win here. And West Ham desperately need a win. Terrible start to the season. 3 losses in a row, isn't it? Villa have been poor as well. I'm going to go a draw. Wolves against Newcastle. Again, Wolves need a win. Newcastle have been quite good this season. There's some good games going on tomorrow on Sunday as well. I actually think that'll be tight. I'm going to go 1-0 to Wolves on that one. And then our second watch-along of the weekend is Nottingham Forest against Spurs. I think this will be a great game. I really do. Forest have bought so many players, it's ridiculously hard to predict anything about them. But Spurs will be looking for a very good away win here. I'm going to go with the Spurs win. I'm going to say they're going to win 3-1. But I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be quite open. And I expect Spurs, after a slow start, I mean, 7 points from 9 is not a slow start, but I expect Spurs to go through the gears now and start, they don't look fluid. They don't look like the front three are really operating as well as they could do. But I expect that's going to happen at some point. And I think this will be the weekend for Spurs to get a comfortable win as well. So, look, I've changed my mind on show. I was going to do Arsenal against Fulham as the watch along at 5:30, but I'm actually going to do the 3 o'clock games. There's so much going on. That's what we'll do. Thanks everyone for watching. Get your comments in below on Arsenal. Can they win the league? And get your comments in relation to my Premier League fixtures predictions and what you think as well. Make sure you subscribe, bottom left hand corner, and I'll see you tomorrow for the watch along. We're going to do the 3 o'clocks. Speak to you in a bit.